Hi everyone, welcome back. This is my final layout for Kitaholic kits for the month of October, and I'm doing another 12 by 12 layout. Every time we get a Simple Stories kit in a Kitaholic kits, I've wanted to do this particular layout, and I've seen it done a few times before by different people in the scrapper community over many years, and I've wanted to try it for a long time. And I've always thought with Simple Stories, because they've got these like full tag pages, that I should be able to try it. But just whenever in the past I haven't had proper matching photos, or the colors didn't match, or the vibe didn't match my photos, or whatever. So I've never done this layout, but I thought, nope, I'm knuckling down and I'm doing it. So I basically cut down all of those tags, and I am cutting off the corners. I've chosen my favorites, or ones that I think matched my photos, and this photo is just a little photo shoot of my daughter and her best friend Gabby, and they absolutely love each other. And yeah, they did like dress ups and they painted each other's nails, and so I just wanted to document this, of course. And I printed off 4 photos, but I'm only going to use 3. Cutting those down to the size of the tags, because as you can see as I lay it out here, what I want to do is I'm going to kind of connect each photo to a tag, and I'm going to cut the photos into tag shapes. This is kind of where you're going to see what I mean. So like I said, like the tags are facing each other, and then I'm going to use like a single string around them. Now, this is where I cut down my photos. I'm very glad I actually was cutting them all the same direction, and I realized just before I cut the final one that I was doing that, and I needed one to be cut the other direction. And so this could have been a very different layout if I had done that. So I'm very glad I didn't. And also, conveniently, the one that is different is the one that I cut in the opposite way. So the 2 photos that I colored, I cut facing, but yeah, like facing the right side of the page, and then the one that's black is different, that's facing into the left. So yeah, that just worked out kind of well. I'm going to take off one of those tags, and I'm going to shuffle them around a bit so they would look like that. Now, I saw this and I thought, this looks a bit plain. White space scares me, guys. You know this. I've said this like 100 times in videos. When I have too much white on a piece of on a background, I'm just like, nope, it looks too clean, too clinical. I need some color. So I'm going to add a border. I chose this black paper, this with all the flowers, and I like that it is got a dark background and it's colorful to match with the photos. When I put that, it still didn't look colorful enough to me though. So once I cut down my main sheet of white cardstock, I thought, no, I still need something else. And so I actually pull in the pink checkered paper that we got from this paper pack. And as you can see, I don't have 12 inches of that left. And so I'm just going to make my own little border. And it worked out really well. What I did do, and it works out especially well because this is a checkered card, I did try to have the outside border be the pink rather than the creamy color, because I thought it stood out more. And then I'm just piecing it all together, lining it up so that it looks like, so I'm lining it up so it looks like the grid actually continues, and you honestly cannot tell, not even in person, that there is not a full piece of cardstock behind this paper, which I was pretty happy about that. You know, when you have those little scrappy wins and they just make you happy and you're just like, yes, this looks good. That's how I felt about that little border. Now, moving on, I am going to stick that down, and then I wanted some texture, so I'm just going to fold up the edges of the white paper, and then I'm going to start sticking down my photos. I'm going to just lay them out how I like them. Oh, I'm going to use these little tags as well, because I haven't gotten to use them yet, and I freaking love them. They're amazing. I think they're from Jen Hadfield. Not 100% sure. I can't. Yeah, that's Jen Hadfield's signature. And so I'm just pulling some out that I think I might use, and I'm going to lay them over the tags. And yeah, then off screen, I'm just going to stick everything down, because I honestly didn't think that you needed to see that, because it was a lot of like kind of measuring out to make sure that the tags are lined up and centered. So that was a bit boring even for me to watch. So I was like, I'm not going to make you do that. So this is just kind of what I was thinking. And then I'm just going to stick them down the track. Of course, as I do, I lose a little bit of footage, and I do pull some of the flowers that we got in the die cut pack as well, which I'm going to add here as well. So this particular tag, which was the most plain of the tags, is going to be my title, and it's going to be happy, very simple, and that's just obviously from that Simple Stories sticker sheet. And I'm going to add 2 little tiny word phrases underneath. One of them I cut into a banner, and the other one I left as is, and again bringing that black in. This is where I brought in some of those florals, and I'm going to start sticking down different elements of these embellishments. So I'm putting the florals kind of in the corners, so it creates a visual triangle. And I'm also sticking down that little camera. I've already, it seems, stuck down all the tags that I'm going to use. As you can see, I didn't use all of them, but they will definitely be going into my stash, and I'm definitely going to be using them down the track. I decided to cut down that particular floral piece. That I love these florals, but they were so big. The clusters were giant, and I don't often have like giant clusters like that, so it was a bit tricky for me. So I've just cut most of them down, honestly, and I really like how it looks in the end. So this is where I'm going to glue it all down. I'm happy with that, and then I'm going to start, then I'm going to take my little thin, skinny little twine, and I'm going to connect them. I came up with a little bit of an issue here because I realized that I can't tie these ribbons myself, and so that's my husband's hand helping hold it down, and then I tied them all down. Just be careful if you do this. I did rip one of the tags, whoopsies, and to secure them and make sure that they're extra stuck on there, I'm adding some glue. Whew, out of breath. That's what happens when you're pregnant. You talk a lot and you get out of breath very easily. Moving on, adding some of these little gold florals. I said in a previous kit, I really love the color of this gold. It's just like a beautiful, not too yellow gold. And I think that adds just like a little bit of sparkle and dimension. I'm putting a little border around 2 of those tags, not the strawberry one because honestly that was busy enough. And then I'm going to add my date on one of those little tickets. Have I been saying tags when I mean tickets? I'm sorry. I'm seriously sorry. Ignore that. Pretend I was saying the right thing the whole time. Okay? We can do that? Awesome. Adding my journaling, and then this will be done, I believe. Oh no, of course I've got to add some ink splatters. I'm using this is a Dilutions one. I'm not sure what the color is, but it matches the reds from those strawberries really, really well. And so I really like how that looks. And when that is done, then this layout will be complete unless I surprise myself and add something else. I don't think I do though. I think this layout looks pretty complete to me. I do add some, just 3 tiny word strips on those 3 photos just because they were completely empty, and now we're done. Thank you so much for joining me this month, guys. I will see you all next month for some more design team layouts, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. Bye!